Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Power Up. Good to be with you on this Wednesday. Hope that you are doing well, no matter when, where, how, and what platform you're watching on. We welcome you and thank you for joining us today. Let's do this. Hit that share button real quick so everybody knows that we are live and ready to go. And we'll get started here in just a moment. We were not on yesterday. Apologize for that. Picking my wife up from the airport, and so we got her back safe and sound. All that good stuff there, and just excited to be with you on this Wednesday. Let me remind you about a couple things really quick as we are getting on. Don't forget church services tonight at 6 o'clock. Hope to see you here if you can make it. Trunk or treat tomorrow night, and excited about that. All right, let's look. Romans chapter number 13. Romans chapter number 13. And we're right in the middle of this passage here. And let's look down at verse number 11. Romans 13, verse number 11. Once again, sorry we were not on yesterday. I was at the airport yesterday. All right, here we go, verse number 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. We have this calling here, verse number 11. Hey, it is time, knowing the time, that it is high time to awake out of sleep. Listen, as we consider this just for a moment here, that it's time to wake out of sleep, I believe this, and it's a sad thing. I believe that as Christians, we have been asleep at the wheel, if you will, for far too long. In multiple facets, multiple areas of our society, we have been asleep. We have sat back, fallen asleep in our recliner while the world has died and gone to hell. We have sat back in our recliner, asleep to the sin of abortion, okay, and the transgender movement, all this kind of stuff. We have just let it happen. You say, well, no, we haven't. We've been standing up. Yeah, now that it's in our face, but man, we've neglected to teach and to train and to be that witness that we need to be. And here in Romans says, hey, it's time to wake up. It's high time to wake out of sleep. And we see the reason, okay? The reason for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Why is it that we need to wake up? Because salvation, our salvation, hey, because eternity, heaven is closer than when we first believed. And every day we get a little bit closer to the return of Jesus Christ, where he will come and rapture his church. And so we need to wake up, and we need to refocus ourselves upon that which is important, that which is eternal. Furthering that thought here in verse number 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Hey, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Listen, it's time to get up. It's time to get dressed. Hey, it says cast off the works of darkness. Hey, it's time to get up. It's time to get ready. It's time to move for the glory of God. And then it talks about put on the armor of light. Listen, we are in a battle for the souls of man. And we must put on that full armor of God that we've been looking at Calvary Baptist. We've been looking at the armor of God throughout this year at different times. And man, we need to faithfully get ready for our day, so to speak, by putting on that armor of God. Listen, this is no time. This is no time to sit back and take it easy. This is no time to take a day off. And spiritually speaking, if you will, we need to be about our Father's business. We need to arm up. We need to wake up, and we need to get after it. And we need to get serious about what God has called us to do. Man, this is the Christian life is not a joke. Eternity is not a joke, and it's time for us to wake up. And then let's tie it into what the fullness of this passage has been about in Romans chapter number 13. And we've talked about submitting to the higher power, to the authority, to government. Man, we need to wake up and get involved in our communities. We need to wake up and get involved in our politics. We've been so blessed here in America to have the government that we have, the ability that we have to be involved in said government, and we are taking it off. Man, I hear, and this is sad to me, I hear that there are a lot of Christians that are going to sit out this election because they don't like the candidates at the top of the ticket. Let me just say this to you. There is nobody in your life right now that you agree with 100%. Nobody. Does that mean you don't associate with them? I guarantee you this, there are many people that you work with that are ungodly, and yet we associate with them. We support them. Hey, we'll gladly take a paycheck from them. But man, when the balance, when our country's future hangs in the balance, and I personally believe this is probably the most important election of our lifetime, because of how drastically different both sides of each issue are. And there's only one that is clearly aligning itself with biblical principles and values. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that there is one perfect candidate for any position, but there are some that line closer to biblical values than others. And we need to make sure that, hey, we do our civic responsibility. We get out there and vote. And it just, man, when I heard that there are a lot of Christians that are not going to vote, it just kind of sickened me. And so that brings me to kind of what we've talked about as we've looked through Romans chapter number 13. You look at it, really, whose fault is it that America has fallen to where it's fallen? I think in large part it is the Christians' fault, because we've taken a step back. We've thought that and believed that, hey, our vote doesn't count, so we're not going to get out and do it. We've thought and believed that not just our vote doesn't count, that hey, it's the world, and the world's going to do what the world does. It doesn't matter what I do, and so we've just sat back and we've done nothing. It's time to wake up. It's time to get out there and to fulfill our responsibilities, yes, as citizens, but also as Christians. And the world needs to see the difference in us. You look at the couple of verses right before where it talks about love here. And all of that. Oh, no man anything but to love one another, for he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. Verse number 8, and it says in verse number 9, for this thou shalt not commit adultery. And we look, because of love, look at what it says. Thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. If there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. And so we see that coming into this passage, that, man, we need to wake up. And because of our love for God, our love for others, man, we live differently. The world sees that difference in us. And we need to maintain that testimony of loving God, that testimony of separation from sin, which I know as Christians we struggle with tremendously as we battle the world, the flesh, the devil. And that's why I believe here, even at the end of verse number 12, hey, we need to put on that armor of light. Why? Because we are in a battle. You look at what demographic or people group is being attacked today. It's the kids, and they're seeking to pervert the minds of our kids and getting them to doubt who they are, who God has created them to be, and the identity that God has given to them, that identity that can only truly can only truly be satisfied and found in Jesus Christ. And the world is putting question marks on everything, so much so that, and we've mentioned it, don't know what bathroom to go to or to use, don't know what gender we are. There's 120 different genders and all that kind of stuff. We need to wake up. And shame on the Christian who does not do their civic responsibility and get out and vote. And shame on the Christian who sits back and watches their neighbors live a life and die and go to hell. And shame on the Christian who goes to work every day with who they call friends, and they never once share the gospel. Who's to blame for the plight of America? We are. Because we have not fulfilled the Great Commission by reaching the lost, discipling the saved, seeing them baptized. Hey, we need to do our part. And what is it? What is our part rooted in? What is this awakening rooted in? Love. Why do we do what we do? Because we love the Lord and we love people. Hey, let's get out and let's awake. Let's awake. It's high time, man. The night is far spent. Day is coming, and we need to be ready. All right, we're going to end with that today. Sorry, man. Whoa, that was a little bit fiery there, maybe a little bit today. But thank you so much for being on this morning. Look forward to, let me just remind you about this, our church family. If you're in the area, we'd love to have you in church tonight at 6 o'clock. We also have our annual trunk or treat tomorrow night from 6 to 8 o'clock. And we need a lot of help with that. We need trunks, people passing out candy, obviously the trunks, and running games and all of that kind of thing. And so if you are in the area, we would love to have you come on out and be a part of it as we seek to reach our community. All right, hope to see you tonight. Karen, good morning to you. Hope that you'll have a great day. David and Claudia, good morning to you both. Hope that you guys are doing well. Becky, good to have you on today as well. Have a great day. Jan, good morning to you. And I agree. It seems like in just a matter of one day, maybe 2 days, the fall has gone. All the leaves are gone, and we're welcoming in some colder weather here even this weekend. Hey, enjoy the day, though. It's supposed to be 70-some today. But Jan, good to have you on. Dennis and Geraldine, good morning to you. And we'll see you at the Rock tonight. Charlie and Marcia, good to have you both on. Hope you have a great day. Ingrid, good morning to you. Good to have you back home. Love you, and hope to see you in church tonight. No, you'll be there, I know. But glad that you're on, Ingrid. And Chris, good morning to you. Hope that you have a great day today. Paula, good morning to you as well. Have an awesome day. Thank you, Pastor Kane Cross, for being on and your comment there. And we've got to do what God has called us to do 100%. There you go. Viv, good morning to you. Greetings to you in California. Hope you guys are doing well. Tom, good morning to you as well. Have a great day. And Jody, greetings to you out west. Hope that things are going well for you. All right, have a great day, everybody. Hey, Lord willing, we'll be back at it tomorrow morning. No airport runs scheduled right now, so hopefully we'll be back tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody.